So you're thinking about moving to Surprise, Arizona, and you're trying to get to know the city a little bit more. Well, today I'm going to be sharing with you a full Surprise, Arizona map tour. I'm going to bring up the map on Google, show you different spots, locations, where everything is, so you can become more familiar and decide if Surprise is a city you want to continue to look into, or if you might want to consider elsewhere. Hi, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brayden, and on this channel we talk about all things Phoenix, relocation, real estate, the Phoenix lifestyle. So to continue to learn all about Phoenix and relocating here, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and every time we release a new video, you are going to get notified. Also, we are licensed real estate agents here in the state of Arizona. So if you are thinking about relocating to Phoenix or the surrounding areas, make sure that you reach out to us. We love making these videos, but we really love helping our relocation clients find the perfect area and house and neighborhood for them that fits their lifestyle. So you can reach out to us. You can call, text, DM, email. Our information is going to be popping up on the screen. It'll be in the description and in that very first comment to make it super easy for you. And we really love this process, so we don't care if you're moving here in 2 weeks, 2 months, or 2 years. Reach out to us whenever you want. It's never too early to get started. Now, let's talk about moving to the city of Surprise. Pull up this map and show you all of the different areas. Alrighty, so I've got the city of Surprise map pulled up here, and so this red outline space is all the city of Surprise. So this is actually a pretty big area. So before we dive in, I want to mention kind of like the three main big roads or ways to travel through the city of Surprise. So right here, this is Bell Road, which is a major road that runs east-west through the city or the Phoenix metro area. It kind of ends over here. It doesn't continue on because there's just a lot of desert and mountains right here, but this kind of goes up and around over to the north part of Buckeye. This right here is the 60, also known as Grand. So this is a highway and it travels diagonal across. So you'll see like comes here through Peoria, Glendale, keeps going south until you hit the 17. And then the 60 ends up kind of coming over here. So just know this is another major point or way to travel. This is the Loop 303. And so this is another major freeway. It's newer than Bell, it's newer than Grand, and there's less traffic on it, although with how much the West Valley is growing, it will get busier. But like the Loop 101 that's over here is a pretty busy freeway. It runs, you know, in a circle essentially around the Phoenix metro area. And this is just like the farther edges of the West Valley. So I do think traffic will increase in that over time. But let's talk about, first of all, how much land is here in the city of Surprise. This is a huge area. I'm zoomed out to show you everything, but if I was to show you, like if you're driving, and we do have a City of Surprise vlog that will be up soon around this time. But this is a big area of land. And what you can see here is that there's a lot more like development, and this kind of looks empty. So this is not as developed right now, although with how much the West Valley is expanding, I do believe that it will start being built out more and more. So this area over here, there is more development. So you can kind of see these neighborhoods right here. And this borders Northwest Peoria. If you guys have heard, you know, watched any of our videos or heard any of the things that we talk about for Peoria, Vistancia is a huge master plan, very sought after community. So it's not too far over here from that. And that building has just kind of expanded and it's over here and it's continuing to develop and will continue up here. And so just to kind of know, you know, where things are going. Again, there's a lot more land, but this is North Copper Canyon. This is being developed, more houses put in here, and I think that's just going to continue to expand all the way over here eventually, you know, because the population is growing, demand is growing in this area, and this is like the next phase of where they're wanting to develop in the Phoenix Metro. So just things for you to consider. So let's talk about how far this is from the airport. So we're gonna go to Phoenix, Sky Harbor. Okay, so if you're on the closer part of Surprise, you're looking at, you know, 45, 46, 50 minutes. I would say if you are in, I'm going to say, let's go to Desert Oasis. Yep. Because that's a little bit farther. You're looking at like 50 minutes to an hour, depending. I mean, right now that I'm recording this, it is rush hour. And so that's just a consideration, but there's just a lot more, you know, a lot further that you have to go because you are on the edge. So if you're on this part of Surprise, if you're living in Desert Oasis, Asante, North Copper Canyon over here, it's going to be a bit of a further drive. But let's go back to the city of Surprise and talk about some of like the top areas, things to do, and all that good stuff. So I'm going to start zooming in. So I'm going to start at this most eastern portion of the city of Surprise. Now, if you're driving along Bell Road, you're going through Peoria, and then you're going through Sun City, and Sun City West is this whole area over here. But what we have is this little pocket just north and south of Bell Road, which is actually the city of Surprise. So this borders Peoria, it borders Sun City and Sun City West, and it's kind of like this hidden pocket. You would just think driving through it that it's just another couple of neighborhoods that are Sun City or Sun City West, but it's actually not. This is actually, this portion is age restricted golf community. This portion is not, and then same over here. And then some of this over here, this is by the wash, is just land right now. And so if you keep going, you know, you're traveling through Bell, and then this portion up here, I'm going to go to this like triangle portion is this is age restricted, all this whole like triangle portion. Sorry, I'm flopping over my words right now. This is all a really, really beautiful age restricted community, and it has lots of golf courses. I believe it is mostly 55 plus, but I think there may actually be some 45 plus in there. And actually, okay, I take that back. This little section is not age restricted. This is not an age restricted portion, and this is another master plan community, one of like the original. But if you go after Reams, this whole thing is all age restricted, and it is a really, really beautiful community. We are going to be making a tour of that community, showcasing some of it. It's really big. I mean, this is a couple miles here. You've got the 303, you've got going up to Grand, which is this couple of miles, and you've got all of these golf courses, which is amazing. So it's a really, really stunning community. They have some condos in there. They have single family homes. And it is a really nice area to retire. You're really close to all the other age-restricted communities as well. So there's a big population of people who are either moving to Arizona to, you know, live out their retirement, golf a ton, be a part of, you know, doing the active adult communities. And there's also a lot of people that do they snowbird, you know, they're here in the winter, avoiding the snow, avoiding the cold and ice, and then they leave during our really hot summers and go back to their home city and state where they have much, much better summers than we do. So getting the best of both worlds. So you'll see both of that. Over here, I'm going to I'm going to zoom in on Surprise Community Park. So this is in between Bell and Greenway, and there is a beautiful, big park. There's a pond there. There's a library, which is really cool. They have, I believe, their dog park over here. They have a dog park over here. They have like racquetball, and I think they have also maybe, I don't know if it's tennis courts or if it's pickleball, but they have some of that over here. And then they have the playgrounds, of course. And then over here, they have an aquatic center that's open. Oh, it's pickleball right there. They have the aquatic center over here, which is really nice for the summertime, for the city of Surprise. And then across Bullard over here, we have Surprise Spring Training, which is amazing and really nice because they have the Royals over there, and then they also have Texas. So tons of, opportunity there. Really great if you want to potentially have a winter home here, and then you're going to be leaving around that time that spring training starts to potentially rent out your property for seasonal use with like spring and summer for baseball season. A really great opportunity. Or if you just like being close to that, I know we have so many people that come and visit the Phoenix metro area for spring training season. And this is a really nice, a nice area. They have a little shop over here. They have all of these fields, and they have facilities for, I think, the baseball players and their families. They have some hotels over here, which is really nice. And then they have this park over here as well, which is, I believe, mostly just soccer fields, where that's its primary use. It's just soccer fields and, grass. So that is really nice. So this is a big portion. Now, Surprise, that portion that is to the west and like the northwest, that big triangle area, and then that part that goes further west, because that hasn't been as developed, and a lot of development is happening to the more western portion of Surprise. This was kind of central to all of Surprise, leading up to the 303. And as it's, developing, they may have to, they're having more parks and things like that, but this will be a little bit further away from those areas. But some of these communities that I'm going to highlight also have other amenities that you may find, are a little bit closer depending on what area and neighborhood you choose when you're living, when you decide to move out here. And again, if you are moving out here and you're like, there's a lot of neighborhoods in Surprise, which is so very true. And a lot of them are really close in home style. They're really comparable in home prices and a lot of the amenities. So if you're kind of trying to figure out like where should you move, what neighborhood in Surprise should you live in, that's the point where we feel like it's really helpful to call us or text us, email, and kind of get our guidance as, locals here to the Phoenix area, as real estate agents, to really help you identify those different areas. So I'm going to zoom out and show you some other areas. So along different parts here along Bell Road, there's lots of like retail and shopping. There's a big retail area here right off the 60. So there's a Chick-fil-A, a Target, Home Depot, Kohl's. In-N-Out is a little bit further up. There's some smaller restaurants, coffee shops, bars and restaurants. And the same over here off of Bell and Reams. You can see the retail and commercial areas over here. So there's a lot of dining and the Surprise shopping over here along Bell Road. Now, Valley Vista High School is one of the high schools, and it's right here just to the west of the spring training and the Surprise Community Park. And I'm going to go down into a couple of these neighborhoods over here. So this is the Countryside neighborhood, Ashton Ranch, and then Royal Ranch and Sierra Verde, in between Litchfield and Reams. Now, these are, I feel like, some of the, older neighborhoods, but I want to say older as in 90s to early 2000s. They're not really that old, but really good starter homes, or if you're downsizing. A lot of these homes are going to be, you know, maybe 3 to 4 bedrooms in this area, in this more central part of Surprise, Arizona. So really great. You're closer to the 101 over here. So if you do have a commute, a little bit closer in to the 101, which is right over here, in this more like central, you know, an eastern part of the city of Surprise. Now I'm going to go zoom in on Marley Park, which is one of our favorite Surprise, Arizona communities. We talk about it a lot. This square mile is like the Marley Park area. So there's this is a big master plan community over here. They do have a newer section of Marley Park, which is right here across Bullard, and that is new construction over there. It does have the Marley Park name, but this Marley Park, which is like old Marley Park, we talk about that in our Surprise Arizona vlog and other videos that we've done, is the landscaping and like the plants and trees and stuff are more mature, and it has a different feeling. There's a little bit more character. The homes aren't all the same. There's different styles, from craftsman to, you know, ranch style homes, Spanish, Mediterranean. So there's a little bit more variety, and it feels a little bit less like Phoenix. They also have all of these parks and green belts all throughout. They have a community center, they have a community pool, community baseball fields. They have an elementary school in here, and all these little, like, you know, trails and everything throughout. Now, the new Marley Park also has a community center. They have a charter school right here, which is Legacy. So if you're looking for a charter school, that is an option. And they have like a community center with a pool and everything in this new section of Marley Park. But you're going to find that the look of the neighborhood is more of a traditional Phoenix neighborhood than the old Marley Park is. So you're going to see more greenery. It's going to feel a little bit less like Phoenix, and, you know, have some different architecture and housing styles than the new Marley Park. And we just love, there's a lot of community events that go on. There's a real sense of like pride in this Marley Park community. It is really beautiful, and there's tons of different styles. You know, there's bigger homes, there's smaller homes, there's little like condo properties with like 2 bedrooms. So there's a big variety, very family friendly area, really, you know, really nice community centered neighborhood. So we really love that neighborhood. Now there's also these neighborhoods over here, which are really nice. And one thing I should say is that there is this really cool, if you're a big Christmas person, the biggest like walkthrough Christmas lights experience over here on this southern border of the city of Surprise. And it is really cool, locally family owned business. And that is a new thing that was just, you know, they went live in December, or I think it was the end of November 2022. And so this is a really cool thing to have in the city of Surprise, is this, you know, Christmas experience, like the biggest in the valley, of walk-through lights. And they do like Santa photos, they have vendors, it's stroller friendly. I believe that it's also friendly for wheelchairs. So really cool to have. And this is also a nice neighborhood, this Rancho Gabriela. Again, a lot of these neighborhoods are really budget friendly. And when you're comparing to the rest of the Phoenix metro area, you're going to find slightly, you know, a slightly better price for the size of home you're going to get in these areas. So Greer Ranch is a little, and the estates at Sycamore Farms are a little bit higher in price, you know, approaching more like closer end, but really, really nice neighborhoods. I think a couple of these are actually, if I'm remembering correctly, a couple of these are actually have some gated communities in here. So I'm going to come up here north a little bit. So over here, we have a brand new Costco. There's a coffee shop over here, a couple of other little shops, I think like a nail salon. And that is a new addition to the City of Surprise. So really, really nice because it's right here off of the Loop 303. They also have some commercial over here. They have a Dutch Bros, they have a Chipotle, a couple of other places to eat. I think there's the Walmart over here and a couple of other shops and restaurants, and I think a Mexican food restaurant over here as well. So more commercial coming. Now, right here in this area is going to be they're building it right now as I'm recording this video, is the Prasada commercial area. So they're bringing some local businesses, some bigger chains like Hobby Lobby. There's a couple, more places that they're going to be bringing, and it's going to be a really nice addition because this more western part of Surprise and this area, this northwestern region of Surprise have kind of been lacking in available amenities, shopping. You have to travel further east into like Peoria and Glendale for a lot of that shopping and dining. So the residents of Surprise have been asking for it, and typically what we see happening is that the population has to come, and there has to be so much population and people living there, residents, and demand for these kinds of areas to be built. So it's going to be like an outdoor shopping area, really nice, needed addition to the West Valley, especially here, the cities along the Loop 303, because right now pretty much everything like this is on the Loop 101 or farther east. Okay, so let's go up. We're going to go up into up north of Greenway. This is the Surprise Farms neighborhood. Again, if you have been on any of our other videos and we're talking about the City of Surprise, this is one of our other favorite Surprise, Arizona communities, a really big master plan community in the City of Surprise. They have these green belts. They have Willow Canyon High School over here, and tons of walking trails and different little neighborhood pockets in here. So this is another very family-friendly community, or really good if you're potentially downsizing, as long as you don't get one of the 2 stories. You often will see families, couples, people, out walking, doing bike rides, walking their dogs, couples walking together, family walks or bike rides. It's really nice to see. I always love showing homes in here on like a Saturday morning and seeing, families and couples out and about in the neighborhood. With the exception of when it's super hot in the summer, I don't see as much of that, but I love going into this neighborhood, especially in like Saturday morning, because you do see a lot of that. There's a lot of different styles of homes, and again, very comparable, very affordable compared to the rest of the Phoenix metro area. Now, of course, with the City of Surprise, when you have like the Loop 303, which you have to go like all the way around, or you have Bell Road, which you have to go all the way across, or the 60, which is a heavier amount of traffic, that's kind of the con. You're kind of farther away. You're separated more from the main areas. And so that, I think, is part of the reason why it's a little bit more affordable. Now, I want to say that I love taking the 303 because there is less traffic. I would just say really be careful about your speeding. I've seen people drive really fast, and I've seen a lot of people get pulled over on the 303 now because there's starting to be more people on it, and you can't get away with speeding as crazy anymore. But anyways, that's all to say that, there's less traffic on the 303, and you can get there faster than you could typically the 60. If you can go around, north and then east, or south and then east, or if you have to go to Buckeye, going west, there's less traffic, and you can typically get there faster, although the mileage, it's, there's a little bit more mileage, but that is kind of the benefit. But, with it being on the outskirts of the Phoenix metro area and where Phoenix is growing, that is one of the things to consider, is that, you are going to be farther away. Your drive is going to be longer if you're going into central Phoenix. But, anytime there's a Phoenix, there's a metro area like Phoenix, consider Dallas, Houston, LA. These are areas where they have, these big hubs, and then it just starts expanding and everything grows around it, and then it just keeps spreading out. And that's what Phoenix is experiencing. And Surprise is on the northwest portion of that. And, parts of Surprise are pretty you know, far away, if you're looking to be really close to all the action in Scottsdale and Central Phoenix, Surprise, Arizona is not going to be the best fit for you. It's going to be, you know, inconvenient because it's a longer drive, like 45 minutes, you know, to an hour, depending on where you want to go. And then if there's traffic, of course. So I think you should just know that up front. Now, some people are like, hey, I'm only going to be going into Phoenix, you know, maybe once a month, maybe not even that, to go to the airport, or maybe to go to a baseball game or something like that. But it's not that big of a deal, because maybe even if we do go, you know, to a date night into Central Phoenix or Scottsdale, like, that's not my everyday living. Like, I'm going to be working in the West Valley. I'm going to be doing most of my stuff in the West Valley. It doesn't matter if I'm that far away from Scottsdale and Central Phoenix. So those are just the considerations. Just know that it's not like you're going to be right on top of Phoenix and Scottsdale. And if you like to go to those areas for entertainment, recreation, shopping, dining, all of that, it's just a little bit of a further drive. But, you know, I think just knowing that up front, you'll be fine. Have proper expectations. If we move up here, this is more of the retirement or 55 plus, age restricted. This is Arizona Traditions over here. Nice golf course community, gated. This is not age restricted right here, and these are new construction homes mostly right here, which is nice. Happy Trails. This is another golf course community. These are not RVs, homes, manufactured homes typically. So they have some really cool ones, like double-decker ones that I've never seen before I went into the Happy Trails resorts. But this is a big snowbird community. I would say a lot of people try to rent their houses out there during the summer, and then they live here during the winter. So lots of golf over here. Again, golf up here. I'm going to expand out. Okay, so let's go. We're going to go over here. So this is North Copper Canyon over here. This area is brand new construction. There are also some homes, like small ranches, small, you know, acreage properties, horse properties over here as well, that are like right on the edge of this North Copper Canyon community, or kind of like right in the middle of certain parts of it, because there's new construction all over the place over here. Now, there is a landfill over here, just so you know. For some people, that has been like a deal breaker, and they are like, I absolutely cannot live over there because of that, which we understand. Not everybody wants to live really close to a landfill. It is on the other side. I've never smelled it when I've been over there, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't smell at certain times, because I'm not over here every day, but I am over here frequently from, you know, doing work. But just know there's a lot of more of the affordable new construction over here in this area. Although the build times and the wait times have been very long with the last couple of years of our real estate market, even though, you know, right now things are slowing down, they have been slowed down. I'm sure that we'll see a pickup in Q1, but just something to consider is that some of the wait lists in here have been really, really long. There is one community that is, you know, the Century community. They had homes starting at the low 300s. Their wait list was 2 years long. And by the time they're done building, like, most of those people won't even get, you know, they'll have moved on because they don't have enough homes for all of the people on the wait list. But there are some of the more affordable builders over here in this section, because it's just kind of surrounded by desert, and that's pretty much it for right now. Now, if we move over here, this is the Asante and then Desert Oasis communities. So these are master plan communities. They are really nice. You know, again, family friendly. These communities actually started in the early 2000s, and then when the market crashed and the builders all kind of pulled out, they kind of went at a standstill. So right now there's a ton of new construction that has been built in the last couple of years and is in the process of being built. And so it's expanded a lot, which has been really beneficial because they have, a full fire station now. They're going to have a very large brand new Fry's, which if you're from another state, may be known as Kroger's, and they're building a brand new one of those, which one of the really nice ones where they have like the nice deli, the wine and beer bar, the cheese section, like all of this huge Fry's. So they're going to have one of those in there. And I think they're going to have a couple of other commercial places probably get built in now that they have such a big population over here. There are a lot of homes in here. This is a huge master plan community. It's a lot of land. It's a big area. And there's a lot of building going on still. So if you're looking to get into a new construction home and you're okay being a little bit further away, this could be a really good opportunity for you. So you can see, there's different builders over here. They say this is technically not Surprise. This is like kind of like blocked off, but I think this actually would be considered the City of Surprise, or it might be, maybe they're working on getting it to be City of Surprise, because I'm pretty sure these addresses are listed as Surprise. But this is the Desert Oasis community. So there's several subdivisions. There's they have a community pool, dog parks. They have the elementary school over here. And then if we come up to this area of Surprise, you don't see a whole lot, but a lot of these are going to be people that have land. If there are homes over here and they're either semi-custom, they're custom, or maybe they have a manufactured home that they have attached to the land that is a permanent residence. And these people typically have bigger lots. They're, more separated away. They don't necessarily have, the county utilities. And so there is some of that. If you want a little bit of land, there are still areas that are land available for sale that don't have properties, or you can buy somebody's property who's selling up here. So there is, more land over here. And then, this section, this section over here it looks like there's a little bit of building, a little neighborhood or planned neighborhood right here. A lot of this is going to be the same. There's probably not a lot of, houses over here. You might be more spread out from your neighbors, but I would say for now, I would expect that they're going to try to build a lot of this in the next 10 to 20 years because this is good land. And I'm pretty sure that this is usable land because it's, there's no huge washes over here like you can see by Sun City and Peoria. It doesn't look like the mountains come over here at all. You'll see some like little hills over here in this area, but still, people can build on those as well. So I believe that this is going to get built up, especially because they have Sun City Festival right here, which is part of Buckeye. And I think this whole thing is going to get built up as well, as much as they can. And I expect that to happen as well over here. So that was probably a lot of information, but that is the City of Surprise for you. There is a lot there. It really is. It's a big area. It's a lot of land. And it's, for me, being a mom of 2 little kids, I'm a wife, and, I have a young family, you could say. I would say that I would be like an ideal candidate for living in Surprise. And in fact, my husband and I have considered it heavily. Same thing if you are an empty nester or looking to potentially retire. Those I think are very friendly. If you are looking for the nightlife, you are looking for that kind of environment, I do not think Surprise is going to be a good fit for you because there isn't really any nightlife in the City of Surprise. You have to go to Glendale, or you have to go to Scottsdale, Tempe, or Phoenix to go like bar hopping, to go to, the rows of bars where you can go to like however many in a row you want to go to, or bar hopping, or whatever you want to do, club. So there's not really a lot of that. It's a family friendly, retirement friendly, empty nester friendly, quieter community. And the City of Surprise, I mean, they do really care about what their residents want. They do surveys. And so there are a lot of really, really great things. And of course, you know, if you have questions, just reach out to us. We are definitely here. And I do just want to say, I forgot to mention that over here, I'm going to zoom in by Uptown Alley. Not too far away from Marley Park is this, there's more commercial over here. This is a family like bowling place. There's a movie theater over here. Boyer Bakery is a family owned bakery over here by the movie theater. And it is so good. And they are really, I feel like Surprise is more family friendly for like small businesses, family friendly businesses. So if you ever come to visit and you want to check out the Boyer Bakery, we can stop and get coffee and go check out some different areas on me. Just let me know. It is a really, really cute place. I really love to go there. Sometimes I go there to work, but oftentimes I just go and get coffee and some baked goods and bring them home to my family or bring them to my clients, because they usually have a lot of like families, like moms with little kids meeting, and not the ideal workspace, but a really, really cute, like family owned bakery. And they're expanding to their second location, which is really exciting for them. So anyways, that is all about the City of Surprise. And I hope that is helpful for you. So hopefully this helped you get to know the City of Surprise, Arizona just a little bit better, give you kind of your bearings, figure out where different areas are, where there is to eat, shop, dine, all of the things. So if you are considering moving to the City of Surprise, or maybe because of this video, you've decided that it's not going to be the perfect fit for you, I'd love it if you would reach out to us. You can call, text, DM, email us. Our information is going to be in that first comment and in the description for you. Whether you're moving here in a couple of weeks, a couple of months, or a couple of years, it doesn't matter to us. Reach out to us anytime.